I'm huge honored to have you on the show. Could you introduce yourself, please?
Yes, I'm Limpee Kalita. I'm from Kolkata.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I'm from Assam, but I'm a psychologist in Kolkata. I mainly work in a rehabilitation center. It's a substance abuse rehabilitation center,
Mm-hmm.
and as well as another psychological disorder client. And
Right.
I work with all age group, like children to old age group, all
Mm-hmm.
age group.
Right. The topic we are going to talk on today is empathy, especially in relation to those with substance abuse and having interpersonal relation difficulties. So,
Yes.
the most misunderstood thing, the question I would like to ask you: what is the difference between sympathy and empathy?
Yes. So empathy and sympathy both are different. So empathy
Mm-hmm.
is something that we can understand someone point of view. Okay. In sympathy, we feel pity for someone and we
Mm-hmm.
just we feel bad for someone. But in
Mm-hmm.
empathy, we actually understand their feeling as well as their thought process. Okay. And we try to listen that person. Okay. In sympathy, we don't take action. Okay. But in empathy, we take action, means we show some response. Okay, like
Uh-huh.
I will give example. If someone is crying or something like that, someone is in bad situation, so in sympathy person will think that okay, so poor person, I feel bad for that person. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but in when person shows empathy, that person will go and try to hug that person. Okay, and will ask what is happening. Okay, try to listen to that person. So there is
Mm-hmm.
the simple between sympathy and empathy.
How can we cultivate empathy in our lives?
Okay, empathy we can cultivate. We can start with ourselves. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
like we can observe. Mainly for empathy, we need to have awareness. Okay, so awareness, like in everything, like we can start with my your own. Okay, like how is my thought? Okay, what is I'm thinking right now? What how I'm responding to a situation?
Mm-hmm.
How do I feel in some situation? So awareness is very important, because if I'm not aware about my emotion, my thought process, my behavior, then how will I will understand someone else? Okay,
Mindfulness.
so first, yes. So mindful, we can say simply we can say awareness. Like
Right.
you can practice, like starting from day to night. Every activity you just observe. You observe yourself. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So first one is the awareness, and second one is the like listening. Okay, like you can see many people like they speak more than better than the listening. Okay, there is lack of listening in most of population.
Mm-hmm.
You can take a substance abuse
Right.
also, and also in relationship, and also in general population also. Okay, so listening is very
Mm-hmm.
important. Second thing. Okay, and listening, no, it's not hearing. Okay, hearing is different and listening is
What
different.
is the
Okay, you need to,
difference?
hearing is like it's physiological, like okay, I
Mm-hmm.
can hear you. Okay, and listening is like you are listening to me right now, because you are
Mm-hmm.
giving attention to me whatever I'm saying. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that is listening. And then non-judgmental. Okay, so like you we both are talking. Okay, you are explaining me some your personal issue, something, any issue. Okay, so I have to listen without being judgmental. Okay, mostly what happened, people judge, and because of fear of judgment only, people doesn't share their point of view. Okay, so we have to be non-judgmental. When someone, we want to be empathetic to someone, then we have to be non-judgmental. How the person is explaining their situation, we have to take it as it is. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
not we judgment. What happened when we become judgmental, when we add our previous experience. Okay,
Right.
so on the basis of, okay, if I'll give example, like in most common, like breakup. Okay, so in breakup, if girl is having if both girl is talking. Okay, so one girl having a previous experience of her boyfriend, how cheated her, like that. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and present one is like she is also explaining the same situation, some kind of situation. In that situation, her boyfriend may not be cheating her. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but what happened, because uh, this another girl who had previous experience, so she become judgmental, so she will use her previous experience. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I have cheated by someone, so she might be also
Right.
cheating by someone. So we should not be use our own experience. We have to take this situation as it is.
Mm-hmm.
So that is non-judgmental. And another one is the communication. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
we don't have we have to communicate in any aspect of, if you want to show someone empathy, okay, so you have to be communicative, so you have to be extrovert. But an introvert person can't be communicative, right? So that if someone is not communicative, so the person can't be empathetic. Okay, and also calmness should be there, the person should be
Right.
humble. Okay, yes,
Mm-hmm.
so such kind of behavior should adapt to one's personality, then one can be empathetic in the.
Right. Why do you feel empathy is better than sympathy?
Yeah, because in empathy we are showing some response. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but sympathy we are not taking any response. Okay, we
Mm-hmm.
are just showing some emotion, or sympathy might be fake also. Okay, but empathy can be fake. Okay,
Right.
you are showing sympathy if you are not taking any action to for that person, so it is like that you are not serious about it.
Mm-hmm. Right. What are the different types of empathy?
Empathy, okay. Empathy, mainly three types of empathy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, one is cognitive, and
Mm-hmm.
one is emotional, and last one is the compassion. Okay, in
Mm-hmm.
cognitive, like how did like the person can understand another person thought process. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
thinking, only the thinking part. Okay, mainly I'll give example in you can see in the corporate sector. Okay, in corporate sector, they are very we generally we'll say that
Mm-hmm.
we'll tell that the person is very clever. Okay, so you can see manipulative kind of person, you can see clever person, so they actually understand some the another person
Uh-huh.
thought process. Okay, and in cognitive, people use for negative purpose. Okay, like they will manipulate the another person if one can understand the someone else thought process. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so they may use it. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
in the cognitive uh, empathy, there is negative perspective is also there.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
yes, and in cognitive, we can also, it is also tell us perspective taking. Okay, means we can understand someone perspective. Okay, like in initially I already tell that, okay, uh, empathy is understanding someone else point of view.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that is in so in cognitive, it's person is understand someone else thought process, so it's perspective taking. Okay,
Right.
and in emotional, like we can understand the emotional point of view.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how the person is going through. Okay, so it's happened when someone one is experienced previously experienced same kind of situation. Okay, like someone may get fired from job. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so they go some emotional, someone lost their loved one. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so in case of such situation, who had already previously experienced, so they can understand their emotional point of view. Okay, their emotion, when person can understand their emotion. And emotional, it is also have a cons, because what happened, the person can be emotionally depressed. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
like if another person if who is understanding. Okay, like you are having some emotional kind of situation, and I also had it. Okay, right
Mm-hmm.
now I'm understanding it. Okay, I'm
Mm-hmm.
trying, I'm perceiving, I understand how you are going through. Okay, so because of your emotion, I may go to depress.
So the point
Got it?
is to be objective, objective empathy you should show
Yes,
without
yes,
feeling the emotions.
yes.
Right.
No, yes, you have to. That's why I told you, like awareness is very important.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm aware, okay, this is that yeah, this is not my situation. This is
Right.
his situation.
Right.
I can take some action. Okay,
Right.
in whatever, in cognitive one and emotional one. Okay,
Right.
in both, the person doesn't take any positive action.
Mm-hmm.
They just understand the situation. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
In emotional also, like the person will show some empathy to that person, like I will try to connect with you, I'll try to talk to you, but it may depress me. Okay, this is the con part of this emotional one.
Mm-hmm.
So compassion one is the both, when we cultivate together, all together. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I can understand your thought process also, I can understand your emotion part also, and now I am taking some action on it. Okay. Like
Okay.
if you are lost, okay, if you have lost someone, okay, if
Mm-hmm.
you are going through some bad situation, so that time I will understand your all, how you are thinking, what is your situation. Okay. So what can be negative situation may come up in your current situation. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So all I'll give some for positive suggestion, like that you stay with your family member. Okay, you go to some psychologist. Okay, and you don't be isolated. Okay, and
Mm-hmm.
I'll call you. Okay, I'll give some observation over you. Okay, so that will be the like compassion, empathy.
Right. Taking action also after
Yes,
feeling.
taking action.
Right. Okay. How can one have empathy to help healthy relationships?
Healthy relationship. Okay. So in relationship, what happened? There is two-person. Okay. So two-person means there is two different thoughts, two
Mm-hmm.
types of different emotion. Okay, two types of different behavior, because
Mm-hmm.
everyone is unique, right? So when two different thing is there, so there must be conflict. Okay. So what happened? So in any kind, it can be any kind of relation. It can be romantic relation, it can be love, or it can be friendship, it can be a parent relationship with family member. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
when we are interacting with any other person, so we have to, like all the point I already mentioned, that we have to be listening to that person. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So as of now we are talking about the marital relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in marital relationship, the person, what happened, we expect the another person to act like how I want. Okay. So we have a lot of expectation from the another person, right? So
Right.
that at the time only conflict starts. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So because your expectation will be something else, right?
Right.
So here come the point of acceptability. Okay.
Right.
We should we should accept the another person as it is they are. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So when we don't accept that person, so there is problem,
Right.
right? So both persons should have the ability to compromise. Okay. So there should not be they should understand that there is not me. Okay, me will be
Mm-hmm.
like B. Okay, there
Mm-hmm.
won't be I, there will be the you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So because it's marital relationship, so every aspect both are together, right? Both are connected. So they should aware that in every aspect they should taking perspective of B, not I.
Right.
Okay. Right.
Right.
So most important thing is the both should if both if, when both the partners start take care of and give attention of each other. Okay, if one give attention to another and one give attention to another, so then at the time all the problem will be solved. Okay. So what happened normally, what happened, both are concerned with me. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What I am getting, what I'm not getting, I'm getting
Mm-hmm.
this, he said to me this, she said to me this. Okay. So they are not thinking about own behavior.
Right.
They are observing the pointing this another person, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when they start taking action or their own behavior, own thought process,
Mm-hmm.
own feeling, then that time every problem will be resolved. Okay. So as I said, listening should be there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They should be communicative. So what happened, mostly female become manipulative, right? They manipulative, I mean to say, they doesn't say things directly. Okay. They will say indirectly every
Passive
mostly
aggressive.
thing they will. Yes.
Yeah.
So they will say passive talking is there. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
when there is passive talking, when they are saying things indirectly, So that time complication become more, right?
Right.
So right. So if she is feeling bad for something, so she
Mm-hmm.
should or he should directly convey it. Okay, that
Mm-hmm.
I'm feeling bad for this. Okay. So mostly what happen, people want that, okay, some the another person should understand me without saying. Okay, so that another person is not mind reader, right? So
Right.
without
Right.
saying, how that person will understand. Okay.
Oh.
So these
Mm-hmm.
things should be keep in mind. Then
Mm-hmm.
there won't be any problem.
Right. And also remaining calm, right?
Yes, Tom, obviously. So yeah, I'll add one one more thing. So people who are more aggressive, so they
Uh-huh.
have. If you see someone is aggressive, so
Mm-hmm.
you can directly say that that person is lack of empathy.
Mm.
Okay, if someone is with empathetic person can't be aggressive. Okay, because aggression when comes aggression because something is not happening according to me. Okay, at that time we get angry. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why another the aggressive person should take care of it. Okay, they have to practice all those you mentioned about mindfulness, right? So that should be a practice.
Right. What is your specialization and how can one contact you?
Okay, I'm mainly I already told you I mainly working with addict patient. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
substance abuse, and also the other uh, psychological disorder like marital counseling mainly I focus. Okay, and children like school going starting with school going children to old age group,
Mm-hmm.
and I have a clinic in Danla. Okay, it's
Mm-hmm.
OPD, and I provide offline on online both counseling.
Okay. Right. So how can one get in touch with you?
Okay, I have to say the phone number.
Uh,
Okay,
if you're comfortable.
yeah, it's 863
I'll write it. I'll write it.
I will
I
send it
can
to you.
write it. Yeah.
And one can mail me, and yeah, I'll add one more thing. Actually, I also have an YouTube channel. It's Nurture Mental Health. Okay,
Okay.
so if one want to learn about more about mental health,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I will uh, upload video regarding how
Mm-hmm.
one can nurture their mental health. Okay,
Right.
they do life problem issue. So that also can be helpful.
Right. What was the name of the channel?
Nurture mental health.
Nurture mental health.
Yes.
Okay. Coming to the subtopic of substance abuse, how can the loved ones provide empathy to someone going through substance abuse and also the other way around?
Okay. So actually, in what happened here, it's very critical actually
Mm-hmm.
to deal with substance abuse patient because
Mm-hmm.
what happened, they who have psychological problem, they are more easier to deal with. Okay, but substance abuse patient, what happened, they are neither normal and they are neither completely psychological problematic. Okay,
Right.
so they become more manipulative. Okay, so when someone show empathy to them, okay, they should be careful because if you show they if they observe that you are showing some kind of attention to them, so they will take advantage of it. Okay,
Okay.
yes, they will take advantage. They will know, okay, this person is having soft corner for me, so they will take advantage of it for the money.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly they need only money. Okay,
Money.
they need, yes, whatever they are substances abusing, for that they
Mm-hmm.
need money. So one should be empathetic. So I'll give example. Okay, so if your someone's son, brother, whoever is using drugs, okay,
Mm-hmm.
that person should understand that he is going through something, some situation. Okay, so mostly what happened, bad yeah, faulty parenting style is very prominent factor. Then also relationship conflict. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
mainly you will see nowadays younger age groups substance abuse causes breakup. Okay, breakup is very important. So because of breakup, they go for substance abuse. So
Mm-hmm.
the family members should understand that, okay, they are, how they will show empathy. Okay, there my son is, or my brother or my husband is going through some bad situation. Okay, So he is in addiction, and he actually doesn't know its negative effect.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So because what happened, these substance abuser are actually they manipulative for in bad thing. Okay, they doesn't under they for in the good thing they are not can be manipulative. Okay, for the using of drugs only they are manipulative actually.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they doesn't know actually what they are doing. Okay, what will be its consequences. So deep into they are in drugs. Okay,
So
so they are
empathy should not be provided in terms of finances, but for support to take them to doctor.
yes. Yes, and that was I was about to say. So
Uh-huh.
they should take him to in rehabilitation center is mainly workable for them. Okay, because with medicine. So what happen if you go to a psychiatrist? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
you will give him medication for 10 to 15 days. Okay, detoxification medication. So some patient what they do they also abuse those medicine also for
Oh,
addiction.
true, true.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's and they actually what happened in substance abuse, so that this after detoxification medication goes out of from the body. Okay, drugs
Mm-hmm.
goes out of from the body, but main problem is with their thought process. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
the ability to control craving to use the
Mm-hmm.
so the process can be go with 10 to 15 days. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
they in rehabilitation center we have such kind of setup that we provide in a regular basis of counseling. So with time they are about to understand. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the part from the family member. So they will show empathy in case of admitting them and give some support to them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, like whenever he needs support to leave drugs. Okay, not to abuse drug in case of as you say that not for the financial purpose. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and how the drug addict will show empathy. So drug addict what happened in drug addict if they family they doesn't want to leave drugs. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so is it mostly happen that family member only forcefully admit him to the addiction center. Okay, most cases that happen.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why also they have resentment for the family member. Okay, and this resentment so they carry for a month and years. Okay, so
Okay.
after going some in case of some client what happened, they will go and relapse again after discharge. They will again
Mm-hmm.
relapse because of the resentment only. Okay,
Okay.
so that of lack of empathy we will see in case of the substance abuser. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so they are very lacking in empathy. So counseling mainly counseling is very important, and counseling only help to gain empathy. Okay, once they started to gain empathy then only they think to abstinence from the drugs.
Right. How can a support group help cultivate empathy and help those suffering from substance abuse?
Okay, in case of the substance abuse.
Yeah, group therapy.
Yeah. Yes, yes. Group therapy helps because in rehabilitation that only happens because group of people are there. Okay, so they do every activity in group only.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
they doesn't because when they are in addiction they only know themselves only. Okay, except drug and he doesn't know anything. Okay, so when they come to group, okay, they will see some another person is recovering. Okay, and mostly when there is a process that once someone get discharged from and they come back to the that center again from within certain month. Okay, so they come back and that give that give another person inspiration. Okay, motivation. Okay, so when as I said that group therapy, so when they will talk someone who is in recovery period, so that give them hope. Okay, I also can take leave drugs. Okay, because mostly people think that okay, I'm so into the addiction I can't leave. Okay, they doesn't actually believe. Okay, that they will be leaving alcohol. Okay, So that's happened. So and in group therapy, and in there is anonymous group is also there. For alcohol anonymous also group is there, and for the narcotic anonymous group also there. Okay, they have daily meeting. Okay, monthly meeting is there. So in monthly meeting they share their daily life event. Okay, they how they are recovering, and day to day life, whatever conflict is happening in their day to day life. So this is a process to releasing their day to day emotion or any kind of meditation. Okay. So meditation is very important because what happens? The empathy is related to our frontal area. Okay, frontal cortex. So in a front area is mostly related to empathy and impulsive, who people impulsive aggression. Okay, and emotion, thinking. Okay, all those are related to our the frontal area. Okay, so what happened when one's start meditation? So at that time, those area become more active. Okay, so there when those area become more active, and they, one person can have empathy, gain empathy through this. Okay, so when person is not more impulsive. Okay, when person can think logically or wisely. Okay, when person have their control over emotion, so automatically that person will have empathy. And most importantly, meditation brings awareness. Okay. So that's how meditation helps, and meditation is very important. Who is very right for the aggressive person, you will see that we are advised to practice meditation. That's
How can a mental health practitioner cultivate empathy in themselves?
very good question, because without empathy mental health practitioner can't practice. Okay, so empathy is very important in mental health, because when what happens when we talk to a client. Okay, so client more speaks. Okay, we have to listen more. Okay, if client speaks 80%, so we'll speak 20%. Okay, so that if someone is not unable to listen. Okay, they doesn't have patience to listen, so that person can't be a counselor. Okay, or psychologist or mental health practitioner. Okay, so here already we discussed about the types, right? So here comes that emotional empathy. Okay, if someone become emotional empathetic, practitioner become emotional empathetic, so at that time what happened, when clients share some negative emotion, some negative event, so that he or she be into more into it. Okay, because of the lack of awareness and this cons of that emotional empathy, because of that, so that person may also may depress. Okay, so seen some people from the psychology background, so they left this counseling practice, and they into the teaching profession because of that only. So they feel those emotions. Okay, this emotion become disturbing disturbing for them when they came back to home. Okay, so that's what happened. And like already said, non-judgmental. Okay, if some, like you were sharing some emotion to me. Okay, if I make some judgment in front of you, so obviously you won't be sharing to me. Okay, so it hamper in rapport building. Okay, so I'll give example of that movie Dear Zindagi,
Right,
that
right.
Hindi movie, right? And Shah Rukh Khan and Alia Bhatt. So why Alia Bhatt is more open up to this Shah Rukh Khan, but not in the other person? Because he is more he listen to her, and he is not non-judgmental. Okay, so he respect her thoughts. Okay, we perceive that person as it is. Okay, we don't use our previous experience. Okay, if you are saying something to me, so I'll use your perspective on it. Okay, I won't adapt my previous experience. Okay, so that's how this is very important for the mental health practitioner.
Right. Last question I would like to ask you: how can mindfulness help a person be more empathetic?
How can?
Mindfulness is brilliant.
Yes, again, mindfulness. Yes, mindfulness. Already, I previously mentioned that
Right.
mindfulness is awareness. Okay, bring in the stay in the present moment. Okay, here and now. So right now, I'm talking to you. So I'm in this moment only. Okay, so some people, what happens, so they do some activities, so they doesn't aware of it. Okay, you will notice people, so some people will have habit of hand movement, okay, body movement, so they doesn't aware of it. Some people have eye movement, they blink very rapidly. Okay, some people lift their hand or legs also, okay, moving their legs. Okay, so those kind of that means that those person doesn't lack of awareness, because of lack of awareness. Okay, so mindfulness is like you can practice anytime. Okay, you can like start when you eat, like mindful eating can be there. Okay, in mindful eating, so you can use your left hand while eating. Okay, so yeah, you have to notice every bite you eat. Okay, so what happen, nowadays we do, what we do, we watch movie or something, or you talk to someone, okay, while eating. Okay, so from our childhood, our parents say that, okay, don't speak while eating. Okay, because of this only. Okay, so when we have to aware every bite we are taking. Okay, we have to taste every bite. Okay, so that's how you can practice. So when someone is concerned or give attention to such simple event, so automatically our mind become trained, and we become mindful. Okay, so mindful helps in empathy. How? So if someone if I'm is aware about my emotions, right, how I'm talking to you. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
obviously I won't be get angry on you, or I won't be show some such behavior which is not appropriate. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so people who are more aggressive, who are always in conflict, so you will notice that, so they will say that, okay, I don't have control over my aggression, I am like that only, I don't have control over my short temper, I react like that only. So because of the lack of awareness. Okay, so when they start noticing their emotion, when they know, okay, that these are the situation, these are the things I get angry. Okay, I short temper in such kind of situation, so they will conscious about it, right? So when they start being conscious about it, so at that time they gain control over all those things. Okay. So one can just start with own self, noticing each and every activity and behavior, emotion, thoughts. Okay, yeah, that's simple practice one can.
Right. Thank you so much for your time. It was great pleasure to have you.
Yes.
I'll stop the recording.